What is up, CMS Braves? Welcome back to another edition of the 14th Colony Vodcast. It is Monday, January 19th. It is Tuesday, January 19th, but it is the first day of our school week. We are going to be talking about the rise of cotton in the South today, Mr. Congleton. So that's going to be an interesting reading for them. Why don't you give us a few nuggets about what we're going to be talking about today, Mr. Congleton? You're always good for a nugget or two.
There we go. So the topic we got today, we've talked in the last week or two about industry in the North. So as we were progressing through American history and going through all this information, just realize that the big difference is the North's got industry. The factories are starting to form, and they're starting to trend towards that. You know, a lot of transportation. When we talk about the railroads, when we talk about the telegraph, all the stuff from last week, that's mostly in the North. The South's going to be reliant on agriculture and, slave labor on the farms, and they're using cash crops. Okay, so if they're not planting crops like in the West, where a lot of wheat and different things that they can eat. We're talking about cotton, indigo, things like that. Okay, and so what we're looking at today is the rise of cotton. And so the cotton as a crop and as a money-making entity for really just a few people that were taking all the wealth, okay? So cottonocracy is what that's called. So when you look at that today, we got a reading from the book. There's a website from Khan Academy, from their website, and they've got a great chart in there that shows you in the South what percentage of the planters own slaves and how many. And so that's interesting to see. Is a small percent that owned the most, and then there were a lot of people that didn't own slaves, but they're all connected. Everyone is playing a part in that society. And then we got to remember, even in the North, even though there was no slavery in the North, they're profiting off of that. So it's a big issue. Okay, founding fathers kind of thought slavery was going to end, just kind of peter out, and as time went on, it kind of just go away. But because of the invention of the cotton gin, which is a video in there you're going to watch, and how the cotton gin works and gets the seeds out of cotton, money was just made hand over fist. Okay, so that was a big issue and something to think about. All right, so we got those things today as a video, 2 readings. Get notes. I noticed some notes that people are turning in. If there are 3 different resources on your notes, you type in the first title, 5 to 7 points. Then type in the next title, the video, 5 to 7 points. Next title. And it's very organized. I could tell you got all 3 resources. If you turn in something that's like 5 sentences total, you didn't watch the video or do the 2 readings, right? You got to get thorough and get deep into the information.
That's right. Same for me. It's pretty easy to tell, guys, just looking at those notes, who actually did it and who didn't. Like Mr. Congleton said, if you just have a few things written down, it's pretty clear that you didn't actually do all of the work. So make sure you're doing that. Again, I say this almost every day, but just take the time. Take the extra 10 minutes every single day. Just take good notes, and you'll be in very good shape. We're going to be putting in the grades for the weekly wrap today, and that should be up to date. I see a lot of people. I know it was due last night at midnight. About 10 o'clock last night, my phone started blowing up with assignments being turned in, which, hey, still on time, so that's fine. But guys, thanks for getting that stuff in if you did, and let's have another great week here at CMS. And until next time, be excellent to each other.